Hey, what's up guys? I'm Blue Anime here, back in with another Naruto What If. In this video we're going to be doing What If Tsunade fought Pain, and this will take place when Pain attacked the Hidden Leaf Village when he was searching for Naruto in order to extract the Nine Tails. We're going to be looking at this fight under two different perspectives. One, if Tsunade fought Pain after she used most of her chakra to heal up the village using Lady Katsuyu, and number two, if she decided not to use Lady Katsuyu and just fight him. Basically, if Tsunade fought Pain slash Nagato when she was already exhausted and had used Lady Katsuyu to protect the whole village, she would get absolutely curb stomped. I mean, there's nothing she could do. She could barely stand when she went to go confront him, and after the confrontation, she basically ended up in a coma for a couple of weeks. So yeah, if she were to fight Pain after exhausting all her chakra, just absolutely curb stomp, end of discussion. There's literally nothing she could have done. She didn't have her seal, she couldn't activate meiotic regeneration, she just would have been destroyed, and that would have been the end of it. She probably would have been killed. Honestly, she would have probably died. And if it weren't for Naruto and Sakura and Gamakichi, she would have died. I mean, that would have been the end. So, to not waste any more time, she would have lost in this scenario. Things would go much differently if Tsunade had decided to go at Pain at full power. I mean, she has all her chakras, she has the meiotic regeneration, she has her mark. She would definitely be in a way better position than when she's completely exhausted. So, with that being said, I think she'd be able to take down a fair amount of the Pains. She would be able to get the Asura path. I mean, it is arguably one of the weaker paths. It has all like the missiles and stuff, but honestly, none of that can do any damage to Tsunade. I mean, she completely tank it with meiotic regeneration. I think she'd take down the Prita path because the Prita path absorbs chakra, and even though she has like her chakra-powered punches, she could throw like a rock at it or something. Like I think she'd be able to destroy it. She doesn't really use ninjutsu. I'm sure she could like kick the earth and shatter it or something. Like she'd be able to deal with that pretty easily. I think she'd also be able to take down the Naraka and Human Path, and this would be with relative ease, but where she'd really struggle against would be the Diva Path, who by now would have regenerated from all of, I guess, exhaustion he took from releasing that massive Shinra Tensei. And also, I think the reason she would be destroying the paths that I mentioned before is because Nagato's strategy would be basically the same as the strategy he used against Naruto, and that is to protect the Diva Path, because once it's at full power, Lady Tsunade really cannot do anything. There's nothing she can do to it. Once the Diva Path is able to use Shinra Tensei every 5 seconds at a minimum, Tsunade will not even be able to get close to him. She literally will not be able to do anything. Not to mention against Chubaku Tensei, she literally doesn't stand a chance. Like, there is not a single ability in her repertoire that can counter Chibaku Tensei. I mean, that is just a game ender. Once he's able to release a Chibaku Tensei, which I'm sure he can stall long enough to get to, because he's able to use one against Naruto, and I think the fight would last about just as long, he would just be able to destroy her, and that's just a game ender, nothing she can do. End of story, kind of thing. But also, back to when she fights those other paths, in terms of damage she sustains, she wouldn't really take anything from the rockets and the missiles, like I said previously. The summonings honestly couldn't do that much damage to her. I mean, Naruto threw that big rhino, and I'm 100% sure she could do the same thing. She could basically just throw them and then deal with the caster. I mean, no real issue there. Though the chakra rods could pose an issue if she gets exhausted, but honestly, I don't really think so. She can't, but the main thing is she cannot recover forever. She has limited recovery. So eventually, like I said, Diva Path gets back up and running, and then he can just stall her, until eventually she can't fight anymore. Another issue that Tsunade has is, again, with the summonings, those would although I don't think she'd have any trouble with them, I think they would be a bit of a time waste, especially that dog that can just regen its heads. She doesn't have an offensive summoning she can use to kind of counter it. She doesn't have any long-term solution with it. She can't burn it without Amaterasu. She can't. Like, there's no long-term thing she can do, and I think she'd be able to get around it enough to destroy the other pains, like the other paths. Sorry, my bad. But I think it'd just stall her long enough for, like I said, the Diva Path would get back online, back up and running, and just stall her until her meiotic regeneration runs out, and then it's over for her. I mean, unless other people in the village come help her, it's basically over. I think so basically she'd fare, I mean, a little worse than Jiraiya. So basically, in conclusion, I think full power Tsunade would still lose against Pain, and that this is mostly because her meiotic regeneration cannot last forever. And I don't think she could be able to destroy all the Pains in time before her meiotic regeneration runs its course, because the only way for her to really defeat Pain is to take out Nagato, and I don't think she can make it to that point. I just don't think she can go long enough. But for argument's sake, if her regeneration was unlimited, she'd be the most broken character in Naruto, and she would have definitely been able to defeat Pain. Unless he uses Chibaku Tensei to seal her. Anyways, in conclusion, Tsunade would lose in both scenarios, although she'd fare much better in the second one. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. If you have a different opinion, please leave them down in the comments. I've never made a part 2 or like a correction, but if I'm just completely wrong, I'd like to, make a part 2 video. Also, I am sorry for not uploading in so long. I've kind of, I've been doing other stuff, kind of lazy. And I've seen some suggestions in the comments, and I'll definitely get to them. I'll start like right after I post the video, I guess. Also, I'd like to say a big thank you for 100 subscribers. I honestly didn't think I'd get 100 subscribers. I made this channel just like for fun because my friends kind of got fed up with me talking about Naruto, so I thought I'd talk about it online. Anyways, thank you so much for all the support. I mean, like, just like watching the video. Thank you so much. And if you have any suggestions for like any video topics or anything at all, please leave them down in the comments below. And a big special thank you to ASM with 5 ones for making all my thumbnails. I'm honestly like garbage at making thumbnails, so without him, I wouldn't be able to make any thumbnails. He also like kind of pushes me to upload sometimes because a lot of the times I just don't really feel like it. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for 100 subscribers again. I'm gonna make like a Naruto Ninja Storm 4 compilation for 100 subscribers once the quarantine's over, and you can come over to my house and play Naruto. Anyways, thank you so much again for watching, and have a wonderful day. Thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful day.